From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Monday, April the 19th, 2021. Another rocket was fired at southern Israel from Gaza Friday night, the second in 2 days. The projectile fortunately landed in an open area and no damage or injury was reported. In response, the IDF tweeted several hours later, our forces just struck Hamas terror targets, including a training facility, an anti-aircraft missile launcher post, a concrete production plant, and terror tunnel infrastructure. Jewish organizations are sharing their outrage after France's highest court upheld a ruling finding that the killer of a Jewish woman in 2017 was not criminally responsible and would not stand trial. Sarah Halimi was severely beaten and pushed out of the window of her Paris apartment by a neighbor who was Muslim and shouted Allahu Akbar, God is great, in Arabic during the attack. In its decision Wednesday, the Court of Appeals upheld a lower court ruling stating that the killer was in a marijuana-induced psychotic episode and was therefore not criminally responsible for his actions. The Conference of Presidents of major American Jewish organizations wrote that they were appalled at the ruling, tweeting, "This shameful miscarriage of justice devalues Jewish lives everywhere and must be condemned." The New York Police Department arrested a man believed to have deliberately hit a group of Hasidic Jewish men twice with his vehicle. The New York Daily News reported that the incident took place Saturday night in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. The men, aged 11 to 82, all sustained minor injuries. The next day, the van was spotted by members of the Neighborhood Volunteer Patrol Shomrim, who called police, who soon came to the scene and arrested the suspect. Williamsburg News shared the update. The American Jewish Committee called the anti-Semitic attack horrific and thanked police for their swift action. A number of headstones were knocked down in the Jewish section of a cemetery in Belfast, Northern Ireland. The BBC reported that 10 Jewish gravestones were toppled over and broken at the city cemetery of Belfast on Thursday. Police are investigating the incident as a hate crime. Israel's President Rivlin spoke over the phone today with Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas, a rare occurrence and the first communication between the two in over a year. Rivlin's office said the president expressed his best wishes to Abbas for Ramadan and that the two discussed regional affairs. The holy month for Muslims began last week. And Rivlin shared his congratulations with 3 Israeli judokas who each won a medal in the European Judo Championships being held in Portugal. Tohar Butbul won a silver medal at the championships in Lisbon on Saturday. And bronze medals were won by world champion Sagi Muki and by Geffen Primo. Rivlin wrote to the 3, "Thank you for making us so proud." Well, today, April the 19th, marks the anniversary of the start of the Warsaw Ghetto uprising in 1943, the largest act of Jewish resistance during the Holocaust. The American Jewish Committee's European office was among those organizations paying tribute. They laid a wreath at the Ghetto Heroes Memorial in Poland today. Others marking the somber occasion on social media, paying tribute to the incredible courage and resilience of the Jewish resistance, which held off the Nazis for 27 days. The Auschwitz Memorial Museum wrote, "Today we remember the bravery and sacrifice of people who chose to resist against impossible odds, to die in dignity and save the human spirit." Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Monday, April the 19th. At 7 o'clock, a new episode of the new program here on JBS, FIDF Live. In celebration of Israel's 73rd birthday last week, you'll hear from Israeli leadership, sing with the IDF musical ensemble, and meet the Sabras and soldiers who help shape the modern Jewish state. At 8 o'clock, former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak addresses a wide range of topics pertaining to the Jewish state, including the Iranian nuclear threat, the new peace accords with several Arab states, the electoral stalemate in Israel, and more from American University. At 9, Mark Golub sits down with CEO of the Yesha Council, Yigal Dilmoni. At 10, prize-winning Israeli author David Grossman speaks at the 92nd Street Y. And coming up next, Shahar Azani speaks with Israel's first ever head of mission to the United Arab Emirates, Ambassador Eitan Naeh, about Israel-UAE relations and what is being done to promote peace between both countries. And that's the JBS News Update for Monday, April the 19th, 2021. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.